What's going on, everybody? It's Childish. We're back at it again, coming at you with another video for Calibria Crystal Guardians. As always, thank you all so much for tuning in. Today, we're going to be giving you guys a little bit of an update on where we're at with regards to our dungeon farming. We just got done hitting that C7 milestone like we were trying to do. We got our first couple of 6-stars, so we're going to be rolling them out today. And of course, we just hit the new tier of the growth plan, so we'll be taking on some of those summons that we picked up when we recently got started here. So before I get into the rest of the video, I do want to apologize. I know that for the 2% of you guys that actually watched the previous video talking about the Angel of Death, it looks like the video, like YouTube kind of cut off like 2 or 3 minutes. I have no idea what they do, but basically we're talking about the Sanctify and which ones, you know, to kind of look out for. I ended up going with the Brave one because I run a crit rate build, right? I run a high crit rate build here, but obviously I think Brave, Scorn, Fearless, you can make an argument for. All of them were really, really good with regards to your Sanctify for your Angel of Death here. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it here. I'm going to hop into the Catacombs. We'll run the Colossus 7. And this is the current team that we have going on here. So here's my Medusa. As you guys know, this is literally... I got super excited when I pulled it, but not as excited as I should have been, considering the fact that this is one of the most versatile units in the game. Medusa is severely OP. I cannot wait to 6-star her and like build her in a wide variety of ways. But for this video, we're going to be showcasing her with a setup, you know, with regards to like, you know, typical PvE dungeon farming here. So we're running her super fast, as you guys can see, running her on that Swift set with a little over 179 speed and trying to rock that accuracy here, in addition to my leader skill to basically get me right around on her, basically 99% accuracy here between her leader skill and her stats with regards to those hits here. Here's my druid. My druid's a little bit on the weaker side here. I am currently running a energy set on him. I wasn't really motivated to get him on a swift set just yet because I was trying to keep him relatively tanky and a little bit on the slower side. The reason being is, guys, I want that Thor Guardian to be the last one to go or last one to utilize after everybody goes through, so I can take full advantage of the counter. The counter buff is very, very amazing, especially when you're rocking units that have, you know, really, really strong skill 1 abilities that provides defense breaks or stripping like this does, or dots like my Medusa and Mummy does, so on and so forth here. So take advantage of that if you have that unit here. Again, really, really good option for you guys. Free to play Mummy, really good unit here. Again, just broken runes, making them a little bit faster, and it is tanky enough to get the job done here. Windwalker, we're using it to turn cycle our skills, our abilities. So yeah, this one's max skill, ready to go. It's been doing me very, very good. And now, considering the fact that I do have plenty of options to throw in this +1 spot here, and C7 is not too hard, I'm just taking advantage of the units that I already have available. So we're utilizing the Angel of Death until I get another, you know, support unit or another daughter in there to go ahead and speed up the runs here. So let's go ahead and we'll do a quick run here, and then after we're done, we'll go ahead and just, I think we're gonna go ahead and roll out those runes. So yeah, basically the goal of my team here is to take advantage of the severely OP Nat5 that I have, Miss Medusa here, get the first turn, control with the skill 3, get the stuns, get the attack bar reduction here, and just allow my dots to slowly take these units out one by one here. Now, of course, if you don't have the Medusa, that is okay. Like I said before, Mummy is a really, really good option. And mind you, actually, there's a couple of good options here, but I really like the Mummy. I think that's a really good option if you try to utilize the dots. And if you don't have that one as well, take a look at the Goblin Engineer if you have that one. That's another 3-star candidate here that has a really, really nice skill that does, I think it's like 18% of the boss's like HP here. So it's really nice considering the fact that that's a pretty significant amount of damage here. So it is a really good option. So definitely take advantage of it if you can. Now, I do want to point out something here. As you can see, my Medusa did get the Petrify on both of those targets, on both of those towers here. One thing that most people don't realize when it comes to this game versus Summoners War is that the towers can be CC'd here. So again, obviously debuffing, you know, bringing in those poisons are going to be very, very important. But if you do have some kind of unit that does provide some kind of attack bar manipulation for those towers or some kind of stuns on that, it's going to be really, really beneficial for you to control those tower and just kind of focus down that boss. So yeah, as you can see right here, again, just landing those dots all over the place here, and we're getting ourselves, but I'd say a minute 20 on average is what we do. I'm not really sure how I got that minute run, but you know, we were able to do it. So yeah, it's been really nice. Obviously, we're getting a lot of 5-star runes here. It's between 4 and 6-star, but I think the majority, I think the majority of the runes have probably been like between 4-star, 5-star on average here. So yeah, obviously those 6-star rooms are not going to come really quickly because this is the first stage. I think C7 is the first one that they get introduced here. So it's going to take some time. If you're sitting here going to C7, trying to like, oh, I got to get 6-star runes, don't really think about that. Just focus on the fact that you're getting a nice collection of runes now. And now you can start, you know, picking and choosing which ones have the best subsets you're looking for specifically for those units. So you can focus on those and make your units that much stronger here. So let's go ahead and go into our heroes. Let's go ahead and go into our runes. And the first one that I want to showcase is probably the one that you guys saw on the thumbnail here. I want to go ahead and bring in slot 4, the crit damage rune that we got with this blessing here. So I'm actually kind of excited considering the fact that it does have a very, very high base stat on the attack. This could be really, really nice. I'm really looking I hope we can get lucky here. And see what can happen here. Oh, rip the dream. I went to the wrong one here. So let's go to this one. Let's go to enhance and let's see. So you guys can get an idea of how much this is going to cost for those 6-star runes. I'm guessing it's going to be pretty expensive. Boy, I hope we can get one roll on the attack. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Let's go. Give me a double roll one time. One time, I will gladly take it. Give me the double roll. Give it to me. Oh my gosh, that's unfortunate here. It's all good. It's all good. Anyways, like I said, at least we got one roll into attack. If you think about right now, the fact that people are running, you know, generally like a +9 to +12 room, having 15% attack versus, you know, the 37% that you generally would have. I mean, it's pretty nice indeed. So I'm gonna try to get it to +12 here. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I think we got enough money just for the sake of the video to go ahead and roll it out here. And then we'll go ahead and see what we can do to possibly throw it on the Angel of Death here. Right? Like I said before, the Angel of Death, we're running a crit rate build, but we don't have enough critical rate to justify running crit damage on the slot 4 here. So I'm gonna have to wait a little bit, maybe possibly look at some stronger wild runes. Maybe I can run some extra wild sets here. If I got, you know, if I get like a 6-star like wild runes and whatnot, I'm getting the high. Maybe I get the high base attack, you know, from those 6-slot, you know, 6-star runes and a 2/4 slot. That might be able to make up for the attack set that I'd be losing on here. But that's interesting because I do run a 6-set bonus on that. So I'm getting the attack buff plus the ignore defense here. So I'm not sure how it would work out. But again, I definitely want to take advantage of the fact that, you know, she runs a critical rate lead. That makes it a little bit easier to cap out your critical rate with regards to that unit here. So yeah, that's it for that one. I think we got one more slot 6, if I recall correctly. Yes, we got a slot 6 here. So this one, this might be a candidate for my mummy. I'm actually pretty excited to use this for the mummy here. So funny enough, one thing that I want to point out for some of you guys out there is that you know, having those balanced stats is really nice, but you definitely want to consider the fact that you know, the stage that you're going up against, if they do have a defense break, that's something you might want to consider running, you know, your units with a higher HP versus the balanced kind of stats here, because those defense breaks, they take away 75%. They destroy you by 75% here. So it's obviously a very scary thing if you're running like a speed defense kind of mummy, excuse me. So again, I know that you might look at it and be like, hey, he's a defense scaling unit, might as well go with you know, more defense, so we could do a little bit more damage when he hits. That's not even important. The important thing is the dots that you're trying to focus on. So make sure that if you're running into stages that do have that, what's it called? Those defense breaks here, that you're, you know, shying away from it. Yeah, this one actually might work out. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see. I get that 7% hit here, so that will definitely help out with the debuffs here. But yeah, we're just going to stop right there. Again, I don't want to blow all my money for a rune that I may not use you know, quite a bit here, but I mean, obviously I can, you know, invest into it a little bit down the road and we'll take advantage of it. So yeah, guys, I think I already showcased all of my rune setups here, but those are the main 5 units right now, and then I'll definitely be replacing this Angel of Death with some other kind of supports that I'm looking at. We got a couple of new units here, or recently pulled units that I want to build, but I'm still kind of throwing it up in the air to see what I want to do. So please feel free to put it in the comment section down below if you see something that you would like me to throw in there to go ahead and you know, work on my way up to you know, stage 8, 9, and 10. Definitely throw it out there, and I'll consider building it for future videos here. So before we finish off the video, let's go ahead and get the summons in. We have 22. I want to go ahead and start out with 110 pull here, and then we're going to roll out some single pulls and see if we can get super lucky. Oh, here's a 4-star. All right. Oh my God, I got so many copies of this unit. So many copies. I literally got like three 3 copies of Fortune. I don't know if this is my first Paladin though. Yeah, no, this is, I got one because we were talking about the fact that it's Almond, yeah. But I did get an extra money. I did get an extra monk. Again, if you guys haven't seen this monk, pretty cool. First skill, it's kind of like the Magic Knight, right? So hits 2 times and next attack hits all allies, deals in decent amount of damage here. And then this second skill attacks the enemy and then kills something, and then if the target is killed, it does like half damage to all enemies. So it's like the Pumbek, right? Yeah, it's like the Pumbek of Calibria Crystal Guardian. So pretty interesting ability here, and this damage mitigation is pretty nice here. So yeah, this actually looks like a pretty fun unit to mess around with. So yeah, definitely hold on to that one if you haven't already here. Again, another thing to point out here is making sure that you guys are taking a look at the what's it called here? What is this unit? That looks pretty cool. Is that 4/4 for us? Wow, we literally got a 5-star. Oh my god, dude. Okay. I don't know about the Arcanus. I don't think it's like super crazy OP. I feel like a lot of people would have been talking about it, but let's take a look. New unit, new hype. You know what I'm talking about. Deals damage. If the attack deals critical damage, 70% chance to reduce the enemy's attack and poison them for 2 turns in succession. So we got another poisoner. Plus, we got a way of providing another attack break, single target attack break, skill 1 attack break. So really nice. Maybe this is going to be the unit that we throw in that spot here. Again, it can poison if it critically hits here. Okay, second skill. I can't, again, guys, I have no idea. I wish somebody could tell me what I'm doing wrong. I'm literally clicking on it, holding on as hard as possible, and I can't see it. What's going on here? So negative status effect. Let's see, attacks 4 times at random, and it's without buffs. If you target it first, each attack deals a little bit of damage. And this one here looks like it has a chance to 80% chance to convert enemies' buffs to poison. So this is like is this like a Juno? Yeah, it like strips it and makes it a Juno here. So this is another stripper here. Skill 2 strip, which is going to help out well with Druid having another reliable stripper. That's pretty cool. All right, then we got a let's see, we got a passive here. Attacks enemies with a negative status effects. When attack enemies with the negative status effects, 70% chance to increase damage. So just a raw damage output increase. Give immunity against action lock effects. 30% chance to ignore resistance. Okay. And then spread the negative target's negative status effects to all enemies and immediately gain another turn. This is interesting. The target's negative effects. I mean, are they talking about that? Is it taking every single target effect to every single unit that's in? I mean, like, is it going to put it on the towers? You know, I don't really know how that works. You guys tell me if you guys have checked it out, tested it out. Let me know. And that one's actually worth building here. So, oh, what do you know? The beginning of the Fortune, good game, well played. Yeah, so not too bad. Let's go ahead and do these single pulls here. I ain't gonna lie, guys. They say 1%, but it definitely feels a lot more than that. I mean, I can't be that lucky. Everybody can't be that lucky, right? I mean, I don't know. You guys tell me, man. Is everybody getting as many nat 5s as I am? This is, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not trying to, brag or anything. It feels crazy to me. It feels crazy to me. So, let's see. I think we got one more here. And by the way, let me know what you guys think about the recent update. I know they put an update out with some new units here. I felt, even though they didn't mention it, I felt like I haven't had as many server issues since the day started today. Well, this is videos coming out Tuesday for you, so we're talking about Monday, but I'm not taking 2 years to log in right now. Still, still a little bit of time, but it's not as bad as it appeared to be here. So Hydra, if I recall correctly, this is the unit that like elongates specific buffs here. So I'm gonna have to look. Yeah, 40% chance to increase the duration of poison, bleed, and burn effects. So this one here, maybe that would be another one to build. This might pair well with the Mummy and the Medusa. So that might be another candidate as well. This is a 3-star unit, so it's gonna be easy to skill up here. And I wonder if that passive has, let's take a look at that real quick. Let's see if that passive has, again, this nice little option here to expand. I want to see if that passive has a way of like bringing it up here. Let's see. Let's take a look at the skills. So we got skills, we got skill trees, we got the passive here. So yeah, it actually goes up to a 60% chance. Again, it's not like a super high route, which that's understandable. It's a 3-star. You don't want it to be like crazy OP, right? But it's still, I mean, getting that max out, it is a 3-star unit. So that is really nice. 60% chance to increase the duration by 1 turn. That can help out quite a bit here if you have reliable debuffers. You know, putting on those poisons here. So yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Once again, thank you so much for all of your support. Please feel free to you know, put your ideas in the comment section down below. I got a couple of ideas that I'm gonna be rolling out here in the next few weeks. My goal is to definitely keep up with the videos. I'm trying to do the daily videos as much as I can. But again, I'm just, since we're in that beginning stages of this kind of dungeon farming right now, it's just all about progression vids, you know, talking about the new things that I've learned, sharing the epic fails that I've learned as well, to help you guys, you know, not make the same mistakes that I did, you know, starting out this game here. Again, thank you guys so much for your support. If you guys did enjoy this video in any way, shape, or form, you all know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Take care.